Hi! Every time when someone approaches me asking how to qualify UGC NET exam, the first thing that I tell them is to solve the previous year questions. So, in this video, we are going to discuss solving previous year questions, the how part and also on the why part, like why to solve previous year questions and also on how to solve previous year questions. So without much delay, let's get on to our video on solving previous year questions. First, we are going to understand the why part of the question. Why to solve the previous year questions? So the first reason is I have seen a lot of aspirants who reads a lot of books. They just apply to all the coaching institutes possible, still not able to crack the exam. And what is the reason behind this? And this is where the first reason comes, that sometimes you forgot to solve the previous year questions. And for example, recently I've seen a person who has learned the entire the three books, the Edward Albert of English. For example, for the English graduates, she has learned the Edward Albert, David Dicey, and all the works, and still not able to understand that why she is not understanding how this exam goes like, because she has not yet solved the previous year questions. So it is very important for this reason that you have to solve the previous year questions, because you come to know of the exam, like how the pattern is and what is the important area that you have to focus, which are the important writers that you have to be giving more attention to. And so this can help you to understand the exam, which is an important method while you are appearing for any kind of competitive exams. For example, particularly here, the UGC NET exam. So the first reason is that you will come to know how the exam is. Of course, you can spend your time in coaching institutes. Of course, you can. You must have to read a lot of books. Along with that, you have to practice previous year questions and never forget on it. So now let's move on to the second point. If you solve the previous year questions, you tend not to move around the topic. Instead, you will stay focused with the important topics in the subject. So, what you can do is that while practicing previous year questions, you will know, okay, this part is, okay, for example, Thomas Hardy. Thomas Hardy's works in chronological order is very important for the UGC NET exam English, because usually it is as like place the works in the right chronological order. So, like you, if you practice the previous year question, you will know that the chronological order of this writer is an important question from the NET point of view for the English graduates. Okay, similarly, it is for the same for the other subject graduates and postgraduates. Okay. The third reason for the why part is that if you try to solve the previous year questions, for example, this is a UGC NET exam question, and in this question, you will have your answer as well as other three options as well. So basically, you will be given four options and you have to choose the right option. If you practice or if you solve the previous year questions on areas that you really don't know, and if you don't know the other three options as well, what you do is that you are learning something new. You can learn new concepts, new ideas, which are given importance with the options. So it is very good while you are preparing for the exam, because in any kind of exams, probably you will be given four options. And so some of these may not be familiar with you. You can surf to the internet or you can look to different books, and you can learn from these sources the new works. And these new concepts and new ideas are surely going to help you if you are preparing for the next exam. And never be shattered if you don't qualify at the first go. You can surely learn a lot of things even if you solve the previous year questions, and it can help with the next exam. Okay, Now we come to the second part of the video, which is the how part of the video. How to solve and analyze previous year questions for your competitive exam. And the first step you have to do in this how to is that you have to collect up to materials or previous year questions or solve the question papers up to 10 years back. Okay, for example, this is 2020 and you must have to collect from 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14 and up to 2019. You try to collect all these question papers or the solved question papers because this can help you like the latest 10 years is the new syllabus and you should not be focusing much on the earlier years because the syllabus might have changed. Of course, the UGC has updated the latest syllabus 3 to 4 years before. So it is always better if you have solved the question papers of the last 10 years because you will get updated and you will know the later pattern in the exam. And it's always highly recommendable that first you have to start collecting by the very latest question papers. Like this is 2020, you must really have 2019 question, 2018 because it is the latest syllabus as followed by the question makers. And this can help with the preparation. Now, the second step in this, how to analyze and solve, you have to try to answer these questions or solve these questions at first by yourself rather than mugging up the questions and the answers by heart. It's always good and better if you try to answer it by yourself based on your knowledge and based on your studies because if the answer is right, you will feel happy. And of course, there are times that I've already said the options may not be annoying to you. You can also learn on it. And if you try to answer the question, you will learn and you will become thorough with everything from that part, which is quite a good thing. And if you don't know the answer, don't be shattered. Instead, you have to look into books and also surf on internet on the concept or the area and you must be thorough with what you are learning. And third step is related to the second step that you must be prepared with a notebook and a pen because often you will find new terms in these options or also on these answers. You have to jot down the new concepts or the areas that you come across with because the question makers are interested with the new and the updated ones. So once you come across with these new areas, you can write it down and later just look into these answers and can help you to solve the answers from such kind of areas. And this will also help to increase your knowledge of the area or the concept. And the final step in how to analyze or solve the previous question is that you already you have a notebook which is jotted down with everything that you've learned new and you have to go revise every day on these new things that you have learned. Also, just look through the questions once again that you are thorough with what you have solved or answered until now. So these are the of how to analyze and how to solve the previous year questions. So in this video, I have given you tips on why and how to solve the previous year question. And also don't forget to stay subscribed to our channel because we are going to start our video series on the previous year questions and I hope that this video has helped you. So thanks for watching and bye bye.